Incoming message. Hey, guess what? I've got a job that you're going to love. Nice and easy. This is strictly a salvage mission. No crazy shit, I promise. One of those old pre-FTL generation ships from the 2000s, the Muganghua, however the hell you pronounce that, just popped up my radar. Its disappearance was apparently some big unsolved mystery. Never made it to its destination, I guess. It's just drifting lifelessly in orbit of Antares B. I'll send you the exact coordinates. It's pretty hard to get a visual on. Probably why nobody found it before. The sponsor for this one is a historical society from the outer colonies. Here's what the object card says. Download any log files you can, especially any that can explain what happened to the ship. If possible, speak to the security AI Asterix mute for assistance. It's a good, easy gig, and I want you to take this one. It should be asocial enough for you. Asocial? I think that means little bit less interaction. Little to no interaction. I don't want to hear any complaints. Dispatch control out. How's it going, everyone? And welcome to a new Let's Play of Analogue, a hate story. This is technically my second visual novel that I actually am going to Let's Play on this channel. Well, I guess if you can count Ghost Trick as a visual novel. Well, I think it is. A high budget, really excellent game too. This game is weird, viewers, and this is a blind playthrough. This is the first time I've played this, but why I say it's weird because the history of the games that this developer that made this game, like he makes games about romance novels, you know, and things that I'm really not interested in. So I had to do research, you know, and I was afraid of, you know, finding something like you would whatever you can find and you know your indie visual novels of you know, of today. I mean, usually they are full of romance and probably some nudity and probably even some explicit sexual content, and I don't wanna deal with that. I'm not even interested in any kind of these kind of features in a visual novel. This game is supposedly different, and from what I've researched, like, this game is supposedly different. Let me just read the description of the game for you, viewers, just to give you an idea. Here goes. Back in the 25th century, Earth launched a generation ship into deep space, with the goal of establishing the first interstellar colony. It dropped out of contact and disappeared, never reaching its destination. Thousands of years later, it has finally been found. Uncover the mystery of what happened to the final generation aboard the generation ship, Muganghua, by reading through its dead crew's logs, with the help of a spunky AI sidekick. 2 pursuable characters, 5 endings, a dark visual novel that further extend the non-linear style of Digital, a love story. That's, by the way, another game that was made by the gentleman that made this game. In a mystery featuring transhumanism, traditional marriage, loneliness, and cosplay? What? Welcome to the future. End of description. So yeah, this game's supposed to include some dark facts about the protagonists of this game, so hopefully it's gonna be something different from the usual visual novels that you see released, these days. So come join me. Come join me to discover what lies behind this button. In Analogue, a hate story. Connecting. Connection established. Starship Muganghua internal computer. Monday, January 1st, 1970? What? Oh, it must be the internal clock must have reset. Notice, this system is property of the Unified Korea Space Probe Agency, accessed by individuals not affiliated with the UK SPA or a successor organization is a felony under the UK SPA Act of 2381. Last login user, Kim Hyun-I. 221,432 days ago? That's a long time. We can say that approximately 1,000 days is approximately 3 years. That means that this is close to 6 centuries, actually. 6 centuries, even more. 6 centuries. Right? Yeah. Whoa. Error. AI personality currently disabled. Reverting to command line. Available commands. Download. Disable AI. Enable AI. Let's go ahead and enable an AI, right? Underscore. Enable AI. Usage AI. Enable AI personality. Used to select a new AI personality. Any active personality must be disabled first. Currently available personality. Asterix Hyun-I. So let's go ahead. We can't do the press up to input the last command, like how the Windows command line works. Enable AI. Asterisk. Hyun-I. Personality Hyun-I is now activated. You may now close this terminal with quit. What if we go ahead and download her? Admin access required. Please use SU first. SU password. Provide administrator access. Requires password to use. SU 42069. That's not the correct password? Feels bad, man. Admin access temporarily disabled. Please speak with AI to restore. Well, let's go ahead and try and speak to the AI. A waifu? A cute one, too. Hello? Oh my word, an external connection? Is someone out there? It's been so many years I've spoken to anyone. Oh jeez, I'm being discourteous. My apologies. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Asterix Hyun-I. I'm gonna drop the Asterix. I'm gonna drop the mention of Asterix. But if you see an Asterix, I think that means that she's an AI. The star is, of course, silent. It just represents that I'm an AI. I just thought that. I have this knowledge, by the way, because I think I've played a little bit of the demo, and some of the memory are surfing to me. I've played the demo ages ago. I think when the game dropped, that's probably like, I don't know, probably 5, 6, 7 years ago. I control all the log-keeping systems on the Muganghua, or at least what's left of them. Please just excuse me for 1 second. I'll give you a terminal so you can respond. There you are. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm gonna write my initial. Ah, jeez. My apologies. I don't know why, but what you typed just looked like garbage to me. What? How dare you? How dare you? That's bad. I think there may be a problem with my language parsing systems. Okay. Sorry. Somehow your input's getting mangled between the terminal and me. I'm so terribly sorry. Maybe there's some kind of a problem with the code? Let me just try something. Can you understand this? Wait a minute, how would she absolutely understand that I can understand that? Like, if I press yes on, by mistake or by a random choice, by a random odd, how would she know that I actually understand what's the dialogue here mean? I think the problem here, because this is a Korean ship, by the way, and I'm supposed that I'm actually, an English speaker, that I only understand English. I guess this game is actually localized to Korean, so the game I also localized to Korean, so I think it probably will make sense in Korean too. All right. I'll give it up. I'll give it up. Okay. Yes, I understand. All right. Very well. We have that at least. Well, my point there is that since the game is localized to Korean, I think it'll assume that I'm actually Korean, or at least have some knowledge I am native to the Korean language, so I can understand. So if that's the case, if we are communicating Korean, so that will make sense. I will easily be understanding that. I think that's the case, but I think this is something that they should probably, highlight. But I can roll with it. Very well. We have that at least. I'm afraid if we can't get text to input fixed, that'll have to suffice. Let me guess. We will be communicating like this all the time, huh? I'm terribly sorry. It must be difficult being unable to say anything. This might be difficult then. Well, nevertheless, as the archive system AI, I'll do my best to try to help you navigate these records anyway. Huh. So does that mean that there's more than one AI? Unfortunately, it might be a little difficult since, well, without language parsing, you won't be able to do text search either. Language parsing. Don't worry though. It is my duty to provide assistance with archive functions. I'll do my best. Right, let me see. I'll try to provide you with sampling of logs to start out with. And you can just show me things that you want more information on. I hope that'll be acceptable to you. That's all I can do. Well, that's all I suppose. Pardon me, let me just build you an interface to work with, so you don't have to struggle with a terminal. Very well, it's all set. And I suppose this is a little bit awkward, but can I just say one more thing before you get to work? Sure. I'm just very happy to be working with you. I've had nobody to talk to for such a long time. It got so lonely. This is an AI with feelings. I say we should burn it to the ground. Say that if she's self-aware, we should burn it to the ground. I played Mass Effect. I know the history of Tally's people. She's a Geth. A horny Geth. I gotta admit, I am liking her outfit. I mean, I like the emblem on the shoulder here. What is this? A flower with some kind of a horn here? Like a mechanical flower, like it's something. It looks like a station too, like a space station. A design of a space station too. Having someone to talk to is just really, really amazing. I thought maybe I never would again. Sorry about the communication barrier, but even still. Ah, geez, I'm babbling. I won't hold you any longer. Here's your interface. I hope it's good enough. Alright, so that's there. Oh, she's not wearing long sleeved, long skirt. Damn. Okay. Speak with Hyunai. Let's talk to her. If you look in your interface, once you open a document, you can click on that little button of me to show me whatever it is. So, which subject do you wish to know more about? Oh, is that it? Oh, same dialogue. Oh, that's new. Oh, what? Sorry, you've heard that all already, right? I think I just repeated myself there. Sorry, I kind of tend to do that. That's the problem with computers. They tend to respond in the same way to things. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't help it. I won't mention it again, but, well, here. Let me change something to try to make things less confusing for you. If the Speak to Me menu item or the Show Message button is grayed out, that means I have nothing new for you. Hopefully that will help. Otherwise, it's just a weird quirk you'll have to accept. Sorry. Now the option to speak to her is grayed out. That means that we'll not find anything new. Access log documents. If you look in your interface, once you open the document, you can click on that little button of me. That's repeated dialogue. Oh, that's the icon. That's the icon that we clicked over here. So that's a box icon. That means that we'll speak to her. Oh, unread messages. A pack of idiots, dear. Ah, is this an AI? The new heir. Let's read this. A pack of idiots. Smith Kyung-sam. So if we click on her, Kim family tree, pronunciation. Oh, there's a lot of reading here, viewers. Smith Kyung-sam, 918, year 315. I think the year 315, I think that it means the 300 years after the ship actually launched. They track how many years the ship actually launched, huh? That actually makes sense, you know, in space travel, because sometimes there's like a nuclear clock. They apparently have set a nuclear clock that actually has an extremely low chance of error that calculate the time for them, and just they calculate the time and the response and how, you know, how time goes in on Earth. And there are, you know, there are theories about, you know, time going slower for people that are far away from Earth, or probably the solar system altogether. So I think that's why, you know, that's the theory of if we one day we're gone into space, we'll start calculating time like this. It's more, you know, probable, especially if you want to go back and contact the Earth or something. We have a reasonable perspective on how much time we've been there and how much time actually went on Earth. Because I definitely saw a documentary about the theory that people on space actually age slower than people on Earth. It's a theory though, nothing guaranteed. I mean, we'll have to be able to live in space for centuries to actually confirm that. Alright, let's go ahead with the message. A pack of idiots. Smith Kyung Sam, 9/18, year 315. When our family falls into decline, I just want it to be perfectly clear why. It is because Dai Hyun's sons are the biggest collection of idiots on the entire ship. Father says these sorts of words shouldn't be written down, calling them unfilial, but I'm skeptical. I intended no disrespect to my noble ancestors, but my dead uncle is no ancestor of mine, and his family deserves no respect. This has been in motion for years now. It was an inevitability, even that any sons of Daehyun would turn out the way they did. But up until now, to anyone outside the family, it's been well hidden. Only now is it starting to fall. It's starting to fall apart in a way that no amount of good politics can disguise. The turn point was this year. At the time I write this, I am returning from Sang Jung's funeral. In that family, there were three brothers: Sang Jung, the drunk; Sang Kyu, the dim-witted brute; and Sang Min, who, despite being the eldest, seems to have more interest in cavorting with courtesans than creating an heir. Noticeably absent from the morning proceedings was Sang Kyu. What he was doing, I do not know. Knowing him, I can only guess. The dim-witted brute was the one was missing, alright. The affair was made even more laughable by Sang Min and his widowed mother's insistence that Sang Jung had died of natural causes. Apparently they had even found a doctor willing to put such nonsense on the official record. So how did he die? An unmarried noble managing to drink his way into the grave at only 30 years of age would be embarrassing enough. To brazenly try to hide the obvious, however, that will mark the beginning of the Smith family's fall. He died at 30? Wow. From drinking, I actually can see that. People underestimate the fact that alcohol is an extremely dangerous substance that can cause all kind of cancers, especially anything liver related. It's probably most likely caused by alcohol. Pronunciation. Some very simplified rules to help you pronounce Korean. Names most consonants are pronounced as in English, except for the following when they are at the beginning of words. Family names are written in their traditional English spelling. Car, May, May. Okay. So she should be called Hyun-A. 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 It's not A, it's not Hyun-A, it's Hyun-A. Hyun-A. Pet. E. Cut. U. So E-O is U, is like... Okay, Hyun. We don't have anything that related. EU, O is core. I is beat. I is E. Rule? Yeah, this is pretty much tells you how to pronounce the succession of words there. Okay, J is ch. D is T. T at the start. Okay, CH at the start. K at the start. G is K at the start. And B is P at the start. Interesting. Family trees.